Welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kiara. I opened up my window here and tried to brighten it up a bit. So today we're doing a pick a card, or like a pick a stone, and we're going to be looking into what are their intentions for you. So in a lot of my readings, like especially with like the person on your mind type of readings, I look into like them, where they're at, what they're doing, their energy towards you, their thoughts and their feelings. So I like use that as like a basis a lot, and so I wanted to do sometimes when I do like a more personal reading, then I'll go deeper into it and I'll do like their intentions, advice from spirit, etc., different things. So today I wanted to do a little pick a stone here, going deeper into their intentions towards you specifically. So we're just going to use the tarot Carlotydes here and just draw 3 cards and then use my personal deck to get clarity, some clarifiers, and then we'll get 1 card from the Sacred Symbols Oracle. Okay, so we have 5 piles. We have pile 1. This is just like a rock I found when I was hiking in southwest Colorado somewhere. We have a plot of canyon somewhere. It's really pretty. Pile 2. Super cool. Back side of it here. Pile 3. So yeah, all 3 of these I just found like somewhere. I don't remember where I got this. I don't remember what it is. I may have got it like from like a past relationship. I had a past relationship where we had like a rock collection together, and I kind of like merged our whole collection into my personal rock collection. So when we broke up, he just like took stuff and like left stuff, and I didn't have a lot of say in that, so could have been from that. And then this is just a crystal here. I don't know what kind of crystal this is. It was just given to me by a friend. It's funny, all of my rocks like I just find, but all of my crystals were like given to me for sure. Like I didn't go crystal hunting. I should. Sounds really cool. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it, starting with pile 1. Just going to get a few cards here for what are their overall intentions towards you. So we have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Tower. With the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. With the Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing there's like a level of responsibility here. Like this girl looks pretty like overburdened and overlooked here, and she has a lot going on. There's like a lot of tasks and a lot of work she has to do here, and like carrying the water on her head. Okay, so wow, this is crazy. So I'll have to clarify the Four of Cups here. I feel like they're wanting you to like reject other things here. Okay, so with the bottom of the deck energy, we have the Nine of Wands, and it's like the volcano here. So it's like something's about to give. Something's like on the edge of like blowing up or being exposed here. And then underneath that, it's the Queen of Swords. And I can't help seeing how it's like there was someone who was like a prisoner here. This animal's also a prisoner, and yeah, so it's like hostage vibe here. And then underneath that we have the Seven of Wands, which I saw at first, I saw like, oh, this is like getting exposed, or this is kind of like getting raised up here. But then I'm seeing like this is like kind of like the puppet on a string, like someone who's being held captive and is like being forced to stay in a situation and put in a lot of work here. And then we also have the Nine of Swords underneath that, and literally she's like shackled here, even though this is like a really nightmarish situation. She's literally like trapped there. So typically the Nine of Swords is just like deep like worries and like things really keeping you up at night, like there's ruminating thoughts, but it's like a choice. But here she's literally like chained up here, so I just couldn't help but see how I see like chains. Yeah, I see this like marionette. There's like a puppet master. Like this person's putting on a show for someone else. He doesn't look very pleased about it. Similar to here, like she doesn't look very happy about all of this. The burdens there on the weight that she's carrying is kind of a lot here. And then I couldn't help but see like the chains here. This person's really chained up. But with the Nine of Wands, we have the like volcano, so it's like something's about to give here, like something's about to kind of erupt. And we also have the Tower, and so there's like this and then like with the head being cut off here, what I'm seeing is something's gonna go too far. Like someone's gonna take it too far. Like right now there's this certain level of like I'm hearing like power and control, or there's a certain level where like one person feels like they're like a slave to the situation, or they're being like overworked or like taken advantage of, or like they're being like held in the situation or being forced to do things like against their will. Like I'm seeing like this person's like medicating themselves or like drugging themselves to get through this, or like they're being drugged here or something, in order to be able to like put on this show. Take that however resonates. There's someone that, yeah, it just feels like they're a part of something they don't necessarily want to be a part of. But this other person is like going to go too far, and they're like exercising control in the situation. And so there's like this huge tower moment. This has been kind of like building up. There's been a lot of pressure building around this for a long time, and there's about to be a really, really big chaotic release here, because someone feels like there's way too much weight here, and they're way too overworked and overburdened. There's way too much stacked up here. Let me get some clarity. Okay, this is just like a deck that I made out of playing cards. Okay, so we have family, wealth, inheritance, Mother Goose, security. This is my 10 of Pentacles upright. So yeah, this could be a big part of what I first heard when I saw that is that sort of influence here of some sort of like family inheritance, or safety net, or like some sort of like family member influence here. Tying into it is relating to this like wanting you to stay complacent energy, or like you wanting you to I'm hearing like, no, I'm all good, like saying no to other opportunities because this other person is like taking care of you. So there's like a dependency. That's part of where the chains and like being trapped is coming from, is like this dependency here. Feeling like you can't go out and take the next opportunity or do something else because somehow you're like intertwined with this other person, like even financially. There's like, there's a security here, like there's a certain level or threat to your security to not do all of this work. So we have half full optimism, clarifying the 8 of Pentacles here, and we have unloading burdens and packing it up, clarifying the Tower, and we have letting your guard down here, clarifying the 9 of Wands. So with the unloading burdens and packing it up, clarifying the Tower, I'm seeing, this really big chaotic like abrupt change that's happening is in relation to someone detaching themselves. Okay, so someone is going to free themselves from the situation, or suddenly like detach themselves. You know, before they were really reliant on this like security they got from the situation, but someone feels really optimistic, right, that they can kind of like go out on their own here. And so instead of saying like no, no, no to any other change here, they're finally letting their guard down and they're unloading these burdens, meaning they're going to detach themselves away from the situation and all of these chains that we saw underneath here. This is all, so this is a volcano, right? So this has like been building pressure, and the pressure that's been building is this feeling literally stuck and like forced into a situation here. It's finally going to come to a head, like literally, right? And there's going to be a dramatic shift here, and that very dramatic, unexpected shift is going to be someone literally detaching themselves, freeing themselves from the situation, packing it up, literally meaning like literally just leaving, like getting out of this, freeing themselves, breaking the chains, no longer being stuck in the situation or just like complacent in the situation because they're like, oh well, this, you know, I can meet my needs, or like a way to compare it I'm seeing here is like sometimes like super pop stars, or like you can get the wrong deal, or you know, work for the wrong people or go about it the wrong way, and then you're kind of like a slave to them. Like they just have you working and performing and doing all this stuff, and you're not like in control of the situation anymore. Like you literally just feel like a slave. And then but it's like, oh well, I'm making all this money, and so now I have all this security, or my lifestyle is different, or I can pay all of my bills. And so or okay, like you go into a certain type of career and you feel like you're totally being overworked and taken advantage of, but you feel like you're stuck and you can't make a change because this is how you pay your bills, and this is how, you know what I mean, this is how you keep your family secure. And so it's not expected for you to just like detach out of this situation or to like do something different, because there was like a dependency here. Or like say like with the first scenario, you're like this big pop star and you're making all this money, so you have this like certain lifestyle, and so then you become dependent on them to be able to make that amount of money to uphold that lifestyle. So they're thinking like they can take advantage of you and put as many burdens off on you and do this, that, and whatever, because they think like you're gonna take it because, you know, now you have like all of this stuff that you have, you know, like all of this investment that you have to like uphold. But there's going to be like a rush. Something's going to just finally go too far, and like someone's finally going to have enough with the situation, and just like totally just like pack it up and remove themselves from the situation, or just detach themselves from the situation. It's going to be really unexpected, and it's going to leave like everybody else kind of like wondering like, oh my god, what do we do now? What's going on here? Like this other person really thought they had a hold on you, or they really thought they had that like you were just going to carry out all of these tasks and just like carry all of this weight. They thought they had like a power over you. yeah, so finally, like, something happens to where you're like, oh my God, you know what? All of the money isn't worth it, or like this lifestyle isn't worth it. Like, yeah, I'm a super cool pop star and I'm doing all this stuff and making all this money that I can pass down to my kids, but there's just going to be like a huge shift here and someone's going to choose to walk away. So obviously, like, none of the reader or viewers are like pop stars or whatever, but that's just like, those were two analogies that came to mind there that might help explain. We have magic at the bottom of the deck and growth. Okay, so with growth, we have a time of evolution and growth is here. You may be leaving behind outdated and antiquated relationships, mentors, beliefs, systems, situations, or environments. If you are inquiring about a situation or relationship, this card calls for deeper commitment or a decision to let go in order to honor your journey. Draw another card for clarity about which direction to take regarding your situation. This card represents knowing that all will be well and all will be for the highest good. So, for the purposes of the video, because the question here is what are their intentions towards you? Not good. But I feel like for this pile, this is more of like confirmation. Like, you already kind of know. So yeah, as it says here, like there's a need to kind of like let go. This card calls for deeper commitment or a decision to let go in order to honor your journey. It also says you may be leaving behind outdated and antiquated relationships, mentors, beliefs, systems, situations, or environments. So whoever this other person was, could have been like a job or a boss or like a family member or a relationship or a partner or a friend, some sort of club you were involved in, like literally anything. Yeah, if you feel uneasy about it or you feel like this person, like you feel kind of like chained to the situation or stuck in the situation, their intentions are to keep you in the situation. It's like to give this illusion that, oh, I'm taking care of you and I'm providing you with all of these things and I'm doing all of this for you. And so then they expect you to like do all of this stuff, right? And there's not a lot of control on your end for all of that. And so their intentions overall are to keep you in a position where you're saying no to like new opportunities and new things coming into your life. So we're going to draw one more card, how it says here, to see the direction that you want to go in. Oh my gosh, how funny. So we have soulmate at the bottom of the deck. And we have magic that popped out. So that was the bottom of the deck energy before. And I thought about actually just reading that one for it, but then I was like, well, let's pick one. So that's just so funny. Okay. You are a magical being. Time to stop hiding the awe-inspiring abilities you have to connect to the divine. Drawing the pentacle invites you to connect with your personal magic on a deeper level at this time. Working with the phases of the moon in ritual with herbs, candles, crystals are some ways we can connect our magic on the physical plane to the etheric realms. Find what suits you best with love and with harm to none. If you are inquiring about a relationship or situation, take heart. There is something quite special here. Proceed with curiosity and wonder as this situation begins to unfold in the most unique of ways. Meditate on the pentacle when you want to draw on the power of the elements to protect your energy in sacred spaces. So yeah, what I'm getting from this is like, as you detach and move away from this, there are new opportunities, because this other situation has been kind of like doing a lot of like weird controlling, like manipulative like vibes over here to like keep you in a position where you're not even open to that, and you're not even open to receiving that. And so the more that you like move away from this, and step away from this, then naturally these like new opportunities, and this like new fresh energy is going to come in. We have soulmate at the bottom of the deck, and so you could literally like meet someone new, and like with soulmate, it's not necessarily a romantic relationship, it's just someone who's like really a part of like your soul like family, and is like going to help you out on your journey. So it could be someone like it could be like just this new financial opportunity here, because before like we have family wealth here, so like this other situation was like really tying into like your family, your home, like it was like very personal in some way that you were like dependent on this situation. And so maybe it was like a loyalty thing, or to where you felt like you had to like say no, or not even consider, or like be open to like any other ways of doing things, because you felt like you were really stuck here, like bound to this situation. But there's this really drastic shift that's gonna totally switch everything up, and this has really been building up here, but it's finally just gonna come to a head. And as you can like pack up and move away and move into a new direction here, then like you'll meet a new family, right? Like you'll meet people who are going to bring you opportunities that are going to lead you down a path that's like literally going to set you in a direction to meet people that are going to become your family, you know, like friends that become your family. Yeah, just like connections through work that like become like lifelong partnerships that you can depend on. People that are really, really going to come in to like assist you and give back to you. And there's going to be like, with this symbol here, it's like this equal exchange. Or yeah, you could like find an opportunity that leads you down the path of like meeting your partner. And then that will be like tied into like your life path and like what you're doing, and what you're creating for yourself. Somehow it's like all gonna tie in together. So yeah, that's all I have for pile 1. Okay, so pile 2, we have the red rock. It's funny, I live in Lakewood, Colorado, and we live really, really near like Red Rocks, the stadium, and it's obviously named that for a reason, Red Rocks. I don't know why, I just thought of that. Something to Red Rocks. Okay, so we're asking, what are their intentions towards you? Oh my gosh, really? Okay, so we have the King of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse here, and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it's interesting how we have a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm getting from this is, and then yeah, I looked at like the bottom of the deck energy here, like a little deeper. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is like feeling left out, or like left behind, left out in the cold. And the Ten of Pentacles here, this dragon is like really, really overly protecting this, all of this like wealth here, right? Like that's, so with the with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and then this energy here, I'm seeing like in the past someone was like greedy and selfish and focusing on themselves and their money and their self-interest. We have the Nine of Wands here. So there's like a protective energy here. So I'm hearing how like inactive volcanoes can become like places that people come and visit. Like they can become like really, really beautiful places that people come and visit. I'm seeing all of this, these little trees down here, and there's like this entrance. So there's like people can go and visit this volcano here and check it out. So with the King of Wands, is like very passionate and driven, but they're more grounded in it. Like it's like the Knight of Wands is a little bit more flighty, and the King of Wands is a little bit more like mature and grounded in their passion and solid. The Eight of Swords is all about like feeling trapped or feeling stuck here. With the rope like wrapped around her, I'm getting maybe the reason that she's stuck is because she's like confused. Get some clarifying cards here. So with the Nine of Wands, what I keep hearing is like with an inactive volcano, it's like what was once this threat or something that was really, really dangerous is now this like tourist site, right? It's now this like really beautiful spectacle that people can just go and like look at. So we have back and forth, an unlucky outcome. This is just like my personal deck. We have wrong direction, bad advice in the reverse here. We have optimism, half empty, or half full optimism, and then emotionally vulnerable also came out right at the end there. And then we have defeat and ego at the bottom of the deck here. So what I'm getting here is maybe someone tried to, okay, so this King of Wands energy is this person who tried to maybe give you some advice, or like there was someone here who kind of told you that this other person was not going to be really what it was, like that this was not going to be like a good idea, or that this was going to leave you. There was this other person that advised you and told you like, oh, they're not coming with the best intentions, like they're really self-serving and like looking out for themselves here, and this is going to leave you in a position of lack, like this isn't going to work out in your favor. This is an inactive volcano, right? Like this isn't producing anymore, like this isn't fruitful anymore. With it being in the reverse, like this isn't financially, you were advised that like this is not financially prosperous anymore, right? This is like old, dead, no longer giving. And what is there, the wealth that is there, is being protected by this King of Pentacles. They're looking out for themselves, right? There's self-interest here. So there is like deep wealth here, and that's how they're able to uphold their image, and not being so selfish. But it's not anymore, like it's not giving anymore, right? It's not producing anymore. And so for you to get in on this, it's not going to it's going to leave you in a position of like having less than when you started, right? It's not a good investment. So someone here told you, hey, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think you should do this. This isn't going to have a good outcome for you. This is going to be like, this is going to end badly for you, right? And you did not listen to them. Like with the wrong advice, need to redirect, or with the wrong direction, need to redirect in reverse, clarifying the Eight of Swords. You didn't listen to them. And so now it's like leaving you in a position of like you feel stuck and you feel trapped in this situation. With the candles on her head, it's like she thought that she was being led in a certain direction. She thought she was going in the right direction here. But now she just feels like stuck and like there's nowhere to go, or like there's nowhere to turn from here. But you didn't listen because you were optimistic here. Like you saw the potential, you saw the glass half full here, and so you saw the potential, but you put yourself in this vulnerable position here, and then that's where like this Five of Pentacles is now coming in. It's like because you were emotionally vulnerable here, with the bottom of the deck we have defeat. So it's like cleaning up. This is the Five of Swords, so it's like cleaning up after a battle here. So yeah, you put yourself in a vulnerable position, and okay, so we have past life. So this may have just been like a lesson that you needed to learn because of, there's so much that we're going through in this lifetime here that is a reflection of things that we have to learn based off of past life karma, or just things that we have to go through so that we can like grow as a person and like move beyond lessons that we were learning in past lives. So we have lucky and message. So I'm getting like now post defeat here, because this is like regarding your past life or some sort of spiritual lesson. This is still going to work out for you, like for the best here. You are being drawn to sacred spaces, ancient knowledge, past lives, ancient wisdom, and holy gifts. The connection to your current relationship or situation has deep roots and is perhaps much more than you may have anticipated. Dive into ancient wisdom for your ancestors at this time. Drawing this card indicates past life connections, karmic contracts, vows, commitments, or even feelings of atonement. You can meditate with the pyramid to access ancient magic. So, yeah, I feel like this is just like a lesson that you needed to learn here and something that you need to go through. And maybe it was to like help you learn how to become like more vulnerable here, and like go about things in a different way. Because like you saw how withholding like this other person was, and this energy this other person had with the Ten of Pentacles here. So it's just like a major lesson that you're learning from this other person. Yeah, but then the higher, like all these cards just fell over and I just saw justice. So yeah, I feel like now that this has happened, so it's like the Five of Swords is like cleaning up after a battle. So it's like now that you're cleaning up after a defeat, it's like realizing this other person was right here, and you didn't listen, but you can free yourself from the situation and move forward. So we have lucky. You've got the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold at this time. Enjoy this winning streak you are on. And then we have message. A letter, text, email, vision, dream, conversation, music, or some other form of a message is coming regarding your current situation. Be open to receive it. Meditate on this symbol to draw a message from your ancestors and guides to you at this time. So yeah, what I'm getting from this is like, this was like a part of your soul contract and like a part of something that you needed to go through in this lifetime. So don't beat yourself up or like be hard on yourself at all here. Just be open to receiving the lessons and moving forward. And your ancestors and your guides are here. You can free yourself from this because you have like your spiritual team around you that you can help co-create with, and so they're going to be the ones that are going to help you. And so yeah, maybe this was like a lesson that you needed in learning to learn how to like trust your intuition and trust your guides and like trust the advice that's being given around you. And oh yeah, so because this is like a part of your soul experience, your soul contract, your karma, your ancestors, guides, whatever, the greater powers that be, they have a plan for you here. Like, you're not as trapped or as stuck as you feel. They have a plan for you here to help free you from the situation and help you overcome and like learn this lesson and move forward and receive like your blessings in life. And so be open to like messages from them and like messages from the universe and spirit and how to move forward, rather than like dwelling on the battle, if you will. Okay, so that's all I have for pile 2. Okay. Pile 3. Just pick this up on a hiking trail here. A lot of these rocks I've like had forever, and I literally like moved all the way across the country with them and back. A couple long and interesting stories about how people moving with me felt about that. Moving with rocks. I don't know why I thought of that. Okay, so we're looking into what are their intentions towards you. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles in the World. So with the Knight of Wands, there's like this very fiery, passionate energy that's very fleeting. It's like not matured, not grounded, and not really ready to present a solid offer. So if there was like a King of Cups energy here and they suddenly switched up and switched into this Knight of Cups energy of being like really flighty and not very solid, that's the direction that they're going to continue to head into here. Like in the past, there was someone who like really had like there was someone who was like protecting or valuing something that was really important to them. I'm also seeing with the Knight of Pentacles that like everything that was happening in the past was like really, really slow moving. Like, okay, so it's been slowly moving in this direction. So like underneath the 3 of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, which is like, this is a new thing that's come up. It's just like suddenly emerged. They've made their decision here, but it's like new. It's a new recent thing. But we have the 2 of Pentacles underneath that. So it's something they were thinking about for a while, something they were debating. So with this 3 of Swords, it could be like a third party or just something that's going to be really, really painful and like bring some sort of like disrupt into the situation here. And we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the 6 of Pentacles here. So maybe it's like a third party, like another person that they were thinking about moving towards or giving to. But regardless, they were thinking about it for a long time. It was kind of like weighing over their head. They're just like processing it. It was like in limbo for a long time. They were like slowly, though, they were moving towards this direction. It's been like ever so slowly. And then now there's like something new emerging here. It's like this new, okay, so what I'm seeing is like, there's like this third sword has recently been added. Like this is new, this has come up, this is really recent. But they were thinking about it before for a minute. This was like, they were processing this, weighing on this, debating this within themselves. But yeah, this third sword that came in is recent, it just now came up. Because we have the world with the Ten of Pentacles. So before they were still protecting something. I think the reason it took a while is because before they were still protecting something, they still had value for something, and they were still so maybe they had respect for you, and so they did value you. And so, like, even though they thought about it, they were like, they were on the fence for a long time because you're someone that they've known and that they've loved and valued and, like, treasured for a really long time. Like, with the Ten of Pentacles here, it's like, you guys could be, like, literally really, really deeply intertwined in each other's lives. This could be, like, a really long-term investment, long-term relationship, like a family relationship here. But there's this other person here that they were like thinking about giving to and just like really, really debating it. And now they've like recently brought this other sword in here. So their intentions have shifted. Like it went from being this considering energy to they have intentions to like focus on something else or to bring something else into the party here. And I'm not seeing that it's like they necessarily have intentions to end it with you. They just have these like flighty, like with the Three of Swords, it's like they're trying to fit all those in there, no matter how painful that is, right? No matter how hurtful that is, they're bringing that other sword in. So they've ended, like with the World and the Ten of Pentacles here, they've ended this cycle of, they see this as like the past now. Like they've ended this cycle of feeling like they need to like be loyal to or protect this like long-term investment that they had in the past here, which they've slowly been moving away from that. And so, yeah, they're just wanting to be in this, like, there's maybe not even, like right now it's about this, like, Queen of Swords person, but it's really, like, a flighty, like, it's not even about them or, like, being committed to them, because they were thinking about this for a long time. So it's just, like, now someone kind of, like, came up that they would actually want to give to. So, they will bail on this person too. Like with the Knight of Wands, it's just kind of like once you get bored, you're like on to the next thing. And I don't think they had that energy towards you. I think they actually did care about this and they did protect this, and this is like something that held them back for a long time. But now they're moving into this like I'll be on to the next thing type of energy here. Spirit. at the bottom of the deck, we have clear choice. We have greedy, powerful. So yeah, this is like the King of Pentacles in reverse. Like wanting to have control over others. Not really having like a solid offering. We do have from the heart. Like the letter here. That's clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like that's why it took them so long to move in this direction, is because they did have like really genuine feelings for you. And so it took them to like, you know, they've been slowly moving in this direction. But the reason why it was such a slow progression is because they did actually have really, really genuine feelings for you at one time. We have Earth Mother, Boss, CEO, Money Bag, Growth. So yeah, they also feel like what they've built with you, right? Like you guys have grown a lot together over time. And they see you as like this really stable, like provider. What I'm seeing is like in the past, there was more of like a genuine appreciation for like growing and like building your bag together, but now they just are kind of like seeing you as this like provider. They just have more of like a greedier intentions now. With the World, it's just like they've just decided to make like that shift here. So yeah, their intentions are to close out a cycle. And I don't really know how else to say it other than to like bring a third sword in here. I don't want to say their intentions are to hurt you or to be painful or to cause harm. It's just, so their intentions are just to bring in the third sword. It's just the harm that it's causing, or like the pain that it's causing in the situation here, is simply a cause and effect, or like just they're not considering that. Like, I'm not getting that that's their intentions. They don't actually want to hurt you. And that's actually why it took them so long to come to this place, is because they never did have intentions to hurt you. Like, they really did genuinely care for you. That's not where it's coming from. They don't want to put you in this painful position here. It's just they want to bring in this other sword. And so they want to focus on that. So that's more where their intentions are. It's not this like evil thing where they like want to hurt you and like leave you in pain, see you broken. They really did genuinely care about you at one time. They've just switched up and they're in this like really greedy energy where they feel like they're just like taking advantage of like what you have to offer. Right? Like, I feel like they don't want to leave you because, and just go for this other sword, or this, like, Queen of Swords, because, you guys have, like, built this whole life together, right? And you're this really stable, person who's very, like, financially successful. Like, you bring a lot to the table, and you guys have a lot invested here together, over time. So their feelings for you kind of shifted into being a little bit more greedy towards like what you have to offer in the relationship. So they don't want to let that go. Like, they don't want to let go of like the lifestyle that you guys have, and like the perks that they get from being with you, because you bring a lot in here. So we have divine feminine, the bottom here. And we have protection underneath that. So I feel like you're being protected from any like negativity or harm that could come towards you here. We have air. Logic, critical thinking, facts, information, research, and reasoning are required at this time. You may also need more information before proceeding. Drawing this card asks you to call on the element of air to help you in finding healthy resolutions. Meditate with this symbol to call on more of the air element in your life. Enhance logical thought and inspire new ideas. Use incense, channel writing, and journaling to enhance the power of this element. So yeah, if you can sense this here and you sense this like switch up, and you feel like they don't have the same energy towards you, like they're not being as genuine towards you anymore, and they're just looking at you as like their personal ATM here, like I'm really getting this sense is like they see you as like they really feel like they can't fully let go of you in their life, because they feel like you just like provide so much, and like you come with so much. So maybe you are like really, really successful. Maybe you are literally a boss. Maybe you guys own a business together, and it would like really jam up the business. Or maybe you're like majority invested in their business, or you're a key factor or component of their business. There's some element here where they feel like they can't like let go of that, like whatever that is. So that's why they have to like bring the sword into the situation here. Yeah, this sword, this like Queen of Swords, third party energy here. Yeah, if you've been sensing that there's like more to the story, or there's like more going on here, then definitely use your intuition, and don't let anyone take advantage of you, for sure. Okay, that's all I have for pile 3. So we have pile 4, this like rock. I may have actually found this just like in Lakewood on a trail. There's a lot of hiking trails in Lakewood. I like the spots. All right. Wow, so far it's been some really intense. People will be having some crazy intentions out here. Let's see what comes through for pile 4. Too many, Spirit. Okay. Oh my gosh. We have the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Swords in the reverse. And the Ten of Swords. So the Two of Swords in the reverse is someone who is not fully invested, is not trustworthy. Like in this deck, the Two of Swords is actually very positive. It's like these two people like collaborating, being on the same page, like being one and the same, being able to rely on each other. So the Two of Swords in reverse, there's like a level of distrust here. And then with the Ten of Swords, it's like someone wants to separate. They don't want to be like a conjoined force anymore. With the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm seeing like someone wants to pull out of this investment here to be like attached to something. Like with the King of Swords, it's like kind of like using logic over your emotions and just making that like swift decision make. Let's get some clarity. We have unlucky outcome, and then left out, left behind, underneath that. So we have yes, go for it. So that's clarifying the Ten of Pentacles here. So this other person feels like they should pull out of this, or like remove their interests here, or invest in something else. They feel quite optimistic. We have home, Gigi, longevity, riches. So I'm getting that like they no longer feel connected to their home here. Or like disconnecting or removing from this is like bringing a sense of peace. So maybe that's why they still feel so confident about their yes, is because it's like they're able to kind of sleep and relax and not like stay up all night. Like maybe before they were really staying up all the night, like really thinking it through. But now they've kind of came to a decision, which was difficult. Like with the Ten of Swords, this person is crying here and their heart has been pierced, and this has obviously caused them great pain. This wasn't an easy decision to come to, easy conclusion to make here, but we have follow your arrow, compromise, abundance, clarifying that, and clear choice. So they feel like there's something else here, like there's something else. To them, it's a clear choice, even though it's a hard choice and it's really painful, and it hurts them a lot to have to do this. They feel like it's a clear choice because there's something else. There's some other direction that they're being pulled in that they feel really, really passionately about, that they need to. So maybe it's like a creative passion, or like a work thing, or like something that they feel really, really called or like drawn to do. Like they're being pulled in another direction here, and so they've made that decision to like cut ties, remove themselves, pull out their investments, make a change here, no longer continue to invest in the situation. But yeah, I'm getting like they're just feeling compelled, like they're feeling drawn. They feel like they have to make a compromise somewhere in order to like follow their heart and follow after, like they're chasing some sort of dream or some sort of lifestyle here. Um, and so to them, it's like a clear choice that they have to make. You know, they have to like let something go here in order to be able to like follow after their um, the direction that they're being led in and that their heart is telling them to go in. They feel like they're going to have like a lot of abundance in this other direction, and so it's worth letting go of what they've invested in here and like how much they've put in here and what this is producing over here. They feel like um, there's like wandering eye on here too. They've had their eye on something else or some other direction that they need to go in, and so they feel like they need to follow this and they need to go like in this other direction. So their intentions are to like cut ties here, or to like make a, with the King of Swords, it's like to, okay, with the King of Swords, I know this is confusing because he literally has his mouth covered up here, but what I'm hearing is like their intentions are to have a very clear, rational, level-headed, logical conversation where they express all of this stuff, and they're really gonna like intellectualize it, and you know, rather than doing something like immature, painful, or whatever to like sever the situation here. Like they're really coming at it from a place of like emotional maturity. They're gonna be really, really clear. Like I'm getting like with the sword, it's like in one foul swoop. Like they're not playing games about this, or like with the Ten of Swords, it's like what's done is done. Like when they've made their choice, they've made their decision. They're not going to be like going back and forth or playing games or like doing any of that crazy stuff. Like they have really upfront intentions here. They're like telling you exactly what they're doing. So we have Psychic, number 48, the bottom of the deck here. And we have Courage, 37. Okay, you are being invited to summon your courage and take the next right action. Drawing this card can be nudging you to let go of any fears you are having and boldly move ahead. This is your moment to seize the day, live your dreams, and step forward with confidence. You can meditate on this symbol and mantra whenever you need a boost of encouragement. So yeah, I honestly feel like that's what they're doing. That might be really, really hard because like I don't know the exact circumstance here, but this might be really hard to hear, but I feel like that's what they're doing. Like they're trying to be really, really bold and follow their arrow and have the courage to do what feels right to them and take the steps that they need to take for themselves. We're also going to read Psychic here. But we're always like mirroring each other in relationships, and so you might be going through this exact same thing. Like you might also be, you know, and needing to be bold and make a change and go for the next thing that seems right for you in your life, but you know, going through this with this other person doing it to you is like triggering you into like doing this for yourself, you know. So yeah, take it however resonates. Or maybe you're the one that has these intentions towards someone else, right? You might have been watching this and you're like, wait, that sounds like me. So always just take it however it resonates. Like, oh, that sounds like me and what I need to do, like in my relationship, or this sounds like my friend or whatever. So remember that. So we have intuition, empathetic gifts, psychic visions, prophecy, and powerful dreaming are present. You now have access to a greater wisdom that is beyond what the human eye can see. This is a time of great awakening. New psychic abilities and gifts come to you now. See the sacredness in your visions. Pay attention to your dreams and the symbols that are repeating as messages. Meditate on this symbol when you want to expand your healing, creative dreaming, and psychic abilities. So yeah, that's all I have for pile 4. Okay, so pile 5. This is the crystal. So a little different than all the other ones. Maybe this reading will be different than all of the other ones. This was just given to me by a dear friend when I graduated my yoga teacher training certification a few years back. So yeah, I live in an apartment complex, so sometimes you can hear noise above me, below me, around me, in the neighborhood, in the parking lot. I also have a roommate, and we have pets, and sometimes they cause chaos, so sorry if you can hear that noise. So we're asking, what are their intentions towards you? Y'all, okay, so this is positive. Not that the other ones weren't positive too, because everything is like necessary, and like finding out the truth of stuff is positive too, but and everything is necessary. Like there's going to be so many people that read that or hear that and they're like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what's happening to me, this is why this person's doing that. So it's so needed too. But yeah, this pile, this person has good intentions. I can already see that. Like that's boom, first thing. So first thing, we have the Ace of Wands. Like very beautiful, optimistic card here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil in reverse, and Temperance in reverse. So right away, what I'm getting is this person feels really, really passionate. They have a lot of passionate feelings towards you. And there's the Fool even underneath here. Oh, and then we have the Moon underneath that. Oh my gosh, and then the Two of Wands. I'm seeing how they were like tied up here. And like with the Moon, it's like a lot of like deep-seated things that were kind of kept hidden and not revealed here before. But now we're having like this new start, this new beginning. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like that energy is shifting. So, all the feelings, the passion, all of this stuff that's coming up, they want to direct this at you. They want to move forward towards you and kind of like take this leap together in a really, really positive way. Like with the Devil in the reverse here, they want to leave behind anything toxic, anything that was causing them to have to hold certain parts of themselves back, or anything that was causing them to have to, like they felt like they had to hide certain things away, or they felt like chained to certain things, or like they couldn't remove certain behaviors or certain habits, certain situations. certain things they felt like they couldn't share, they couldn't reveal. They felt like bound to like being stuck or like letting certain things have power over them. They want to move away from that, right? They don't want to be in that type of energy for you anymore. And then with the Temperance in reverse, what I'm getting is there's no time to make haste. Like they want to like rush in. Like they feel really, really passionately. Like with the Ace of Wands, it's like this bursting forward energy here, and they see this like chance, and they really want to go for it. They don't want to sit around and try and like even like think it through, really. Like they are just like, they want to like burst forward and offer you something really passionate here. And they don't really want to, like with the Temperance, it's like kind of like finding a balance there, like getting your emotions under control and like getting yourself kind of composed before you come forward. But it's like they just want, I'm seeing with all these flowers too, it's like this energy is like springing out here, like they don't want to get their emotions under control and like find this like more cool, calm, and collected way to approach. Like they want to like rush in and just be honest and just upfront and just express the like passionate desires they have for you here, without it being in like a toxic way, right? It's not in like a way that it's like too addictive or like too much or too indulgent. It's just like honest and genuine. So we have stepping to the plate with the Devil in the reverse. So totally they want to like step up and leave behind any of this like more toxic stuff that was going on. We have squaring matters away in alignment. So they feel like they don't need to like sit around and wait for the right moment or like wait for things to be in like the perfect condition with this water flowing here. Like they feel like they don't need to like wait around and like get things in order. Like they feel like this is the right time, like this is the right moment. Everything's kind of like in alignment here, and they want to make it happen. Like with the, I heard this like bippity boppity boop, like it's like I have the power, kind of, to like, they're ready to just like do it. And we have go off, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So that's more of that like Temperance in reverse type of energy. It's like not they're not like gathering their composure before they go about this. So maybe there's like with this Devil in reverse, there's with these situations or certain habits or things that they're leaving behind, maybe they've had to kind of be like, that's where this Wheel of Fortune is like a huge shift in their energy, because they're like kind of like telling people off, and like they're doing a lot of things here, because before they felt stuck, like they felt like they couldn't come forward, and they had to like keep it all buried inside, and they couldn't reveal their true feelings. We also have the Five of Wands underneath that, so this was really, really like building a lot of pressure in them and something they were really struggling with. And so now they're just like, it's like the lid's flying off the pressure cooker. So as they're shifting this energy and stepping into like just expressing their true feelings, that's also like, they're also like, yeah, whatever their situations they're walking away from here, anything they're freeing themselves from, they're like letting people know how they feel. They're like kind of going off and just like letting people know how they've affected them here. that's a part of this like squaring matters away energy here too. Like that's the way that they're like kind of stepping up and squaring things away so that they can like be with you. Okay, so we have jealousy at the bottom of the deck and shadow. So I feel like there's some other people that they're kind of having to go off on. Like in the past, there was like some other reasons why they felt stuck and they felt like they just had to like bury their feelings, but now they just want to take that leap and totally jump out of that and just like all at once just switch that around, go about things totally differently here. So yeah, I feel like this go off energy is like towards these jealous people. It's like, okay, well, I see through you, but go off. I'm gonna go ahead and no longer like let you keep me stuck in like a situation, or like keep me no longer letting like anyone else have power over you. It's like seeing through them and realizing like the real reason why they are doing this, or that this is happening, is coming from a place of them literally being jealous. So yeah, now that they're realizing like, oh, the whole reason why this happened is because these people are jealous, it makes them want to be with you that much more. I feel like that's why they're like rushing in, and why there's this like, oh, there's no time to mess around, honey, like because like all of these other people, they realize like everyone is so jealous of viewer, so viewer must like, I gotta get to viewer, you know what I mean? So you have lucky, it's 47, so it's that wheel of fortune, like you're moving in like a more prosperous direction. You've got the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold at this time. Enjoy this winning streak you are on and meditate on this when you need an extra boost. An extra boost at the being in the right place at the right time kind of energy. Which is this here, alignment. That's what I was talking about with alignment. So they don't want to wait around and like take a second longer for this here, because they feel like this is the right time. They feel like this is like perfect timing. Everything is in alignment. This is the right time to like make that leap and follow their like feelings here and like express themselves. And so yeah, this is just a really, really fortunate time here. So we're also going to read jealousy. Envy, jealousy, and bad vibes. This card comes as a warning that not all is as it seems, or maybe as it is. There may be some jealousy being presented or projected at you at this time. Fear not. This warning is here to provide you with enough distance to take the necessary action to protect your heart, mind, and energy. Or perhaps the good old compare and despair monster has got you wishing or longing for what another has or is doing. Sometimes the jealousy is within you. So with that, I just thought of they're realizing that like a lot of the other stuff that helped them kept them like kind of held down and feeling like they had to hide their feelings here. It was like those other people were just projecting onto them because they were comparing what they had to you. and they were really jealous here. So they were wanting to like keep this other person kind of like bound, or in a position where they like couldn't come forward here. Yeah, it's like the energy you bring or what you guys have together makes other people feel really threatened. They like automatically compare what they have to that, and it just makes them feel really, really threatened. So you must have like this very specific energy, or like the relationship that you guys have together just, you know, maybe you guys just have these really, really genuine, passionate feelings for each other. You're really attracted to each other. Like a lot of people are in low-key, like really toxic or weird relationships. Like I feel like most people are literally just in like the weirdest relationships, and they don't even, a lot of people just they just accept it and they just think that it's normal, and they don't even, you know. And so then for some people that are like really, really doing that work on themselves, and in their relationships to try and like have like something deeper and just something better, it can trigger others, and it can make them like look at themselves and their relationship dynamics, and feel like a lack position, because then, you know, they're not working on their relationships the same, so maybe they don't have the same quality of connection, or they just don't have like that same passionate like feelings towards each other. And so sometimes people project that type of stuff on there or onto others, and that could have been really, really affecting your person. So it was just leaving them feeling stuck. They were just feeling like bound and like they couldn't really move forward. So they want to jump out of that energy and make a huge positive shift here, and walk away from anything that like held them back or had them not showing up as their best self. So yeah, that's all I have for pile 5. So yeah, thank you. If this resonated with you, you can book more personal reading with the link in the description. Thank you.